The starving tiger leapt into the ocean, desperate to hunt. A man standing nearby couldn't help but laugh at the sight. But to his surprise, after circling in the water for a bit, the tiger started swimming straight toward him. The smile instantly vanished from the man's face. He jumped into a lifeboat as fast as he could. The tiger tried to climb aboard, but the slick sides of the boat gave it no grip. The man spotted an axe on the boat. It was the perfect chance to finish the tiger off. He shouted at the animal, as if to psych himself up for what he was about to do. But when he looked into the tiger's eyes, he froze. He couldn't bring himself to strike. Hearing the tiger's low, pitiful whimper, John hesitated. He stayed in the boat until nightfall, torn by indecision. Finally, he made up his mind. He pushed a makeshift raft into the sea and dropped down a wooden plank as a ladder. Then, just before the tiger could climb up, he jumped onto the raft himself, the only way to keep a safe distance. The next morning, while the tiger was resting, John moved all the supplies from the lifeboat onto the raft. As he was taking inventory, a large fish got caught in his trap. Acting fast, he yanked up the net and smashed the fish with his axe. Watching the color fade from its body, John broke down in tears. It was the first time he had ever taken a life. After whispering a prayer for forgiveness, he tossed the fish back into the lifeboat, an offering for the tiger. That night, as darkness fell, the sea lit up with glowing jellyfish. John was mesmerized by the breathtaking sight. Suddenly, a massive whale breached the surface, crashing down with a thunderous splash. The wave overturned his raft. All this food and fresh water sank into the endless ocean. Now, surrounded by nothing but salt water, John knew death was closing in. The starving tiger glared at him once again, eyes full of hunger. Then, out of nowhere, a flying fish slammed into John, knocking him down. Without thinking, he tossed it to the tiger. But in the next instant, a whole swarm of flying fish came raining down. Salvation had arrived when he least expected it. Man and tiger scrambled to gather as many fish as they could. At one point, the tiger caught a large one. John saw his chance to assert dominance. He grabbed a stick and stood his ground. Under his fierce stare, the tiger backed off for the first time. But as John carried the big fish away, the tiger looked resentful. Then, meeting John's gaze, it finally turned away and began eating a smaller one instead. That night, after cleaning and cooking the fish, John ate until he was full for the first time since being lost at sea. But he also realized something important. If he wanted to survive, he had to tame the tiger completely. So he carved a wooden stick and approached the lifeboat again. Seeing him come closer, the tiger trembled, growling softly. But to its surprise, John offered a piece of fish instead of a weapon. He was trying to show kindness. Bit by bit, he tossed more fish, guiding the tiger closer. Through a mix of patience and persistence, John finally won the animal's trust. Days passed. John built a small canopy on the raft to block the sun, wrote in his journal, and used a stick to chase away sharks. Whenever it rained, he collected precious drops of fresh water. One day, they were surrounded by a playful pod of dolphins. Then, in the distance, John spotted a ship. He fired his signal flare, shouting for help, but no one saw them. He used up every last flare, and the ship disappeared over the horizon. After that, the man and tiger continued drifting together, companions in solitude. By now, they were almost like old friends. But their peace didn't last. One day, the sky darkened and a violent storm erupted. John's journal was blown into the wind. The tiger, terrified by the thunder, struggled to keep its balance. Watching it tremble, John's